on a mission. Saying we gotta get it. Stay down, sit down. Probably under the bed. See you must be losing. Probably think we ain't winning. When you counter the sound, you probably thought we was finished. But I ain't done yet. Never flew in first class, but I'm flying on a jet.
Passion, strong and barely controllable emotion. Dream, a cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal. Perseverance, staying steadfast and doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieve success. Journey, an act of traveling from one place to another. End goal, the apex of where you're trying to get. Art, works produced by human creative skill and imagination. Management, the people in charge of running a company or organization, regarded as a collective. Persistence, firm or obstinate continuance of a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Financial education, the ability to use knowledge and skills to manage financial resources effectively for a lifetime of financial well-being. Mental wellness, the state of being in good mental health, especially as an actively pursued goal. Unique, articulately remarkable, special or unusual. Unity, the state of being united or joined as a whole.
All right, give me some. What's good, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, check this out, man. It's one of Dallas, Texas' finest around here, man. You see me outside the studios, man. Give me the beats here and try to make this music production. You see me go up and at it, man, around here, man. You understand me? Hey, man, what you put in is what you get out. You know what I'm saying? You don't put nothing in, you don't get nothing out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, this shit is only for the hard, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is hard, but you know what I mean? It can be done. You see what I'm saying? Only the strong survive in this shit, man. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be dedicated. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, and whatever you did, man. Saying, I always be dedicated. Have your heart and your mind in it. You know what I'm saying, man? You're gonna win it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ching, man. Check time, man.
That's that.
You doing like, you know, one of many interviews, but this the one that's gonna blow. This is it right here. This
Well, I appreciate it.
You know?
I'm gonna shout out myself too.
Yeah.
Okay, dishes, man.
All right, so I'm gonna take a pan over this really hot city today. As far as Dallas, let me know something about Dallas.
Dallas, man.
Something you see in hip hop and urban entrepreneurship that you see could be changed or maybe needs to be changed.
Well, I know as far as the music, man, I think Dallas has a lot of great artists, man. A lot of great talent as far as like video, photography, music, fashion. As you can see, I mean, we're a very diverse city, but we getting overlooked just to the fact everybody's so separate, man. I think if we all unite, because you already know the slogan, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. So, you know, if everybody can come together, I think we can be as big as Atlanta, as big as Houston, you know. There's a lot of talent out here, but I think, you know, we get caught up in staring at the other cities and focusing on them instead of focusing on ourselves so we can be put our own self on the map.
Okay, well, speaking of other cities, let me know about what you've been doing and where you've been going and what you've been seeing when you get there.
Well, man, you know, recently I just came back from Hollywood. I ain't never been, so I figured, like, you know, let me go out there and see how Hollywood paying. I mean, that is the city of dreams, right? So I go out there just to learn the ways and the workings of Hollywood, so I can come back and try to share the game, give it to the youngsters here. Like, look, man, this is what they doing in Hollywood. Maybe we need to get up on board what they doing and implement that here, so we can move forward a little bit faster. Because I mean, Texas, if you go to another state, they're gonna say Texas is behind on time, but I think that's not true. We just behind on information. You know, given the information, anybody can be updated. So, you know, that's pretty much my ideal on that much.
All right, so far as information, right? Because, you know, you always got to lead those following. As far as information, what's something that you can give to somebody trying to figure out how to make more out of rap than just a hobby?
Man, I can tell you this right here. That social media right now, you know, back then you had to pay for promotion and all that. Right now, social media is free promotion. You know, if you know how to work that social media, you can put whatever you out. You know, you got a record label, you got a clothing line, you trying to do photography, you know what I'm saying, like my man behind the camp. anything you're trying to do, that social media is the outlet. You know, you got celebrities, you got A&Rs, you got record producers. Everybody pay attention to that social media. So if you put your stuff out there and you know how to network it, and it's other sites as well, just not like Twitter. There's some other things you can do as well, you know, to get your music out there to the masses. Because, I mean, that's the whole point. You know, we're trying to break out of Dallas. Yeah, I'm from Dallas. Other people know me, but I'm trying to get Hollywood to know me. I'm trying to get Florida. I'm trying to get Atlanta, New York, the other cities that's popping right now. Because once they get a taste of this, you think Houston had a run, Dallas gonna have a big ass run, you did?
Alright, well, I'm gonna tell you, at the end of every interview, I like to say what I like about you. I like that you're about it, and you seem to understand imagery really well.
Yeah.
You know, I hit you up on Instagram, and that's what I do. And I pass Instagram imagery for a living, and you do a good job at it, so I figured I wanted to deal with you. So we're gonna finish this video because the lady ready to go.
500,000 fucking times.
And because people, you know, tend to watch that shit.
But I'll tell you why that is, actually. Because there's two types of motherfuckers that touch instruments. There's fucking artists and there's fucking entertainers. And entertainers do what everybody likes, and artists create shit that people hate. And that's what we're doing. We're creating shit that people hate.
Alright, if you could state your name for the camera, please, sir.
I'm Bud Beats. That's Bud Beats on Instagram, Twitter. That's BUDDBEATZ, Bud Beats. How y'all doing? Eardrum Studio, what's going on?
Alright, if you could tell the people what you do before we get deep into the interview.
I'm an engineer, producer, writer. Kind of do a little bit of everything, you know. I try to, at least, you know what I'm saying. Ain't no limitations. You dig what I'm saying?
Alright, I can dig that. Well, that was a little modest, you know. I'll give it to you. Bud is a big producer here in Dallas. Since I got home, I used to live in Cali. Since I got home, I've been checking with all my homeboys about who doing what, right? They said, damn, Bud did that, Bud did that. I said, all right, cool. You know, I like the home cooking, right? So then I come up here and I run, everybody tell me the same thing. So I just had to get you here and let people hear from you.
Most definitely. I sure appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you being on there. So I'm going to kick it off with some real shit.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, because you work with the top, the bottom, everybody coming through Dallas you're working with.
Right.
So what is it that's separating the ones who doing it for real and the ones who ain't?
Persistence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't do this shit for 6 months and then go work a job for 6 months and then try to expect this to be your top tier. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do this, you gotta do this shit all the way. Like, this has to be your bread and butter. If it ain't your bread and butter, then shit, you wasting your time. If you going to work every day, you know, I ain't knocking nobody who got a job. Don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking nobody with a job. But you get out what you put in. So if you're putting in 25%, you're only gonna get 25%. If you're putting in 50, you're only gonna get 50. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know, so a lot of people scared to jump out there and just say, fuck it. This is what I'm gonna do. Because they like, I gotta feed my family. Hey, I understand all of that. But what's more important?
Okay. All right, well, just tell us a little bit, who have you produced and who you like right now?
As far as who am I listening to?
No, who have you worked with?
Who have I produced with that I like?
Since you're doing everybody, because I know you do a lot of people and I know you can't like everything, but what is it that you really like? Just straight up.
Man, what's crazy is me, I like a lot of shit, so it's kind of hard. Let me see. I work with a lot of Rollo the Pimp shit. I like a lot of his shit. That's kind of, you know, that's because it's kind of more hands-on. Anybody that I work with that I can be hands-on with, it's, you know, I kind of like it because you include me into your project. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of hard to say. Let me see, man. Like I said, Rollo the Pimp. We got Stones. Shit. Yella Beezy. I'm liking what he been doing. Shit, man. It's so many people, bro.
I already know.
I'm trying to, like, give me a second. You kind of caught me off guard, cause it's like, I don't know, fam. That's just kind of a hard question for me.
I can dig it. All right, cool. Well, tell me some good things you're seeing about Dallas rap. You know, some things that's going well. You see that could even be improved on. That's already good. You know.
As far as,
I'll give you a better one. As far as something positive in the financial way, like what are some good movements you seeing happening to make these rappers understand how to get some money?
Okay, on how to get some money, Lil Ronnie motherfucker, Lil Ronnie Mother F, he, you know, he's making some good marketing schemes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to, you know, a lot of people aren't original. And it's kind of hard to come up with something that's new or fresh. So I congratulate him on his marketing schemes, on how he's been putting out some of his music. People like Trapboy Freddy, I love the way he gives back to the community, but you know what I mean, it still helps him benefit with his music, because you know what I'm saying, if you fuck with your city, the city gonna fuck with you. So it's just kind of, you know what I mean, like I saw Mo3 do the same thing before he started getting his shine. Like he was, you know, you'll see Mo3 anywhere. You know, he'll be by the high schools at just the little kicking spot, but that's because he, you know what I'm saying, that was a marketing tool. That's to gain the fans and to gain the people that love your music. You have to be in their faces.
So he was basically out there grinding.
Yeah, damn right. You have to. That's why when I say grind, that's why I say you got to put you got to put, you know what I mean, all 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing, man. If you want your city, you have to be in your city face. So if you out here and you working, but then you not at the clubs, or not even at the clubs, you not at, you know, who are you aiming your music towards? If you want everybody to listen, you need to be at the schools. You need to be, you know what I mean, at the motherfucking block parties, at the bazaars, at the malls. You got to be out, because the more people see you, the more they're going to accept you. But if they keep seeing you, I mean, if they ain't seeing you and they don't hearing you, and when you out, they don't recognize you. Now it's harder for them to accept you. You have to go and see what you can do. You know what I mean? You got, in Dallas, there's not too many avenues. You know what I'm saying? Of what's popping. Like, so, if you want to be on what's popping in Dallas, you have to make a certain type of music. But if you're not that type of artist, why sit around and wait? Hey man, go to where they like that shit. Go to where they trying to listen to that shit. Go to where they gonna accept that shit. Because waiting here, by the time you look up, you're 30, 40, 50 years old, still with rap dreams.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig that. So, all right. The cats with rap dreams, because I listen to a lot of older cats too, and I got older homeboys. I feel like it still is a lane for niggas who rap for real lyrically.
Yeah.
It's just not that big commercial.
It's not in
market.
Dallas. It's not in Dallas. The real rap, like, and I'm not even talking like on some hip hop shit. I mean niggas that's just really out here just kind of rapping on some serious shit. It's a lane, but it's just not in Dallas. Niggas don't, like I say, niggas don't leave the DFW, man. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They mad, and they be mad at each other. Or if they go somewhere, they'll go one place. And if it doesn't work, they come back, and then they mad like that shit didn't work. But you didn't even try. You know what I mean? You have, hey man, niggas is quick to rap about what they had to do when they came up. Nigga, I was fucked up. I had to do this to come up. I had to do this to come up. But nigga, if you ain't up, you still gotta do some dirty shit. You still gotta get out and sleep on that floor. So if you cross country and you know that shit didn't work, you got broken, you came back, nigga, shit, you might have had to sleep in your car for a couple days.
That's
to get that lick. to get that what you needed, but you turned around and you ran so fast because it's not what you used to. It's not what you know. It's not what, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are so quick to not deal with something that they not used to doing. I'm a human. I do the same shit. I'm from Memphis, man. I ain't even from Dallas, but I've been in the Dallas scene so long. I just want to see everybody get on. I ain't emo. You know what I'm saying? I'm still down here with you. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. I'm gonna have to sleep in this motherfucker to wake up because I don't want to spend no money to go home and, you know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do though. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. A lot of niggas don't. They once the shit don't work, they automatically think it doesn't work at all. It ain't like that shit. Sometimes you gotta be persistent. You have to stay on it. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, in the 90s, you heard stories about niggas that go to a label and sit in that bitch for 4 days. They sit in the label for 4 days until somebody talked to them. You know why they talked to them? Because they sat there. They was persistent. Out of everybody, these was the only niggas that stayed. Let me see what they really talking about, because they might actually have something. But a nigga ain't gonna try you, man. We're in North Dallas, fam. From here to DeSoto. To me, that covers all of, all of Dallas. Not, the suburbs, but all of Dallas. And from here to DeSoto, I would say it's 5,000 rappers and producers. 5,000. I would say that's a big number, but I would really say that. That's to the little dudes.
That's a low number, yeah.
That's to the dudes that ain't even out yet. That's just in their closet trying to do something. All the way up to the niggas they got a name. So what make you think that out of them 5,000, if you call me and you want me to fuck with you, what makes you stand out of all them 5? Niggas don't have that. Niggas don't, if I tell them nah, they get mad and they gonna make a diss song.
They made a diss song on it.
Oh, we done had some shit going up here, man. We're a studio. We get all kinds of shit, bro.
So let me ask you this: when did you make the transition to studio and studio businessman, and how did that go, and how does that go?
Well, like I say, bro, from back in the day, I ain't just, like, after I got out of high school, I went and did the job thing. I worked the job and was trying to still be a producer. Like I say, selling beats out the crib at my mama's house. I got a job. I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That shit wasn't working. Quit my job. I got in the streets. Ran in the streets for 7-8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did all that shit. Did that shit, and then, like, I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I done with this shit in the streets. I finna start fucking around in the studio. So I was still dibbling and dabbling in the streets for a little bit in the studio, and my studio money started becoming more than my street money. So I was like, well, shit, ain't no reason to be doing this shit. It's extra, but I can leave this shit all the way alone and focus on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I, like I say, when I was in the streets, niggas was fucking with me and recording with me and was liking my shit. That's how I started gaining some of my clientele. So that's why I say, when I started taking the studio serious is when I started, okay, well, let's actually try to put some structure to this shit, because back then, it wasn't even no eardrum studio then. It was just the hustler music, you know what I'm saying? That's what our shit was, hustler music. So it's like, that's what we was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I noticed that at no time did you say you just sat down and chilled and you waited and you, what kept you from just falling by the wayside or sitting down, chilling, doing something different than what your passion was? Why did you not do that? Was it just the passion you had for it?
Man, young, bro, money, lifestyles, just trying to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be accepted. But as far as, bro, the studio shit, like out of all my friends and people I went to classmates or whatever, they tell me I'm probably the only one they know that's actually doing what I wanted to do. But like I say, shit, I still ain't on. I'm still out here grinding every day to try to get on. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, shit, bro. If a nigga ain't at this shit every day, then shit, what else am I gonna do? I tried to go get a job. Shit, when I tried to go get a job, the studio started rolling harder. It's like, do I ignore that? Or do I just say, nah, fuck that shit, I'm gonna run this hoe? And I, anybody that know me, I preach that to all of them, to producers, rappers. Hey man, this shit ain't gonna give you what you want until you give it everything. So that's my whole thing. If you give everything, if you give it 100, you gonna get 100. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wasn't successful when I was in the streets. I wasn't giving it 100 because I was still in the studio. And I wasn't giving the studio 100 because I was still in the streets. So I'm only getting half and half. It's only meeting in the middle, but it ain't adding up. Fuck that shit.
All right, so we're gonna end it in a second, but if it's just one key piece of advice you ain't giving yet, that's gonna help somebody, preferably some younger guys in the hip hop and in rap. If it's just one piece of advice, what would it be?
Man, you say something I ain't gave them yet, shit.
That send them to the paper. Like,
yeah, man, like, just stay focused. Stay focused and don't give up. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, the paper gonna come. And that's the thing, the paper gonna come. If you worry about the paper ain't gonna come. But if you don't worry about the paper, it's gonna come, and it's gonna come in abundance. And you're gonna appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? So just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Shit, don't do nothing stupid to try to get your paper up. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing. Shit, we all out here trying to do the same shit. Everybody trying to do the same shit. Just because you see a nigga flashing a little more than you got, don't let that intimidate you. Let that inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let a nigga, just because you see a nigga with a Gucci belt and a stack of money in his hand, you'll never know what that man got going on. That nigga be the brokest nigga in this room.
Living in a hotel, I done seen it, literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and all that shit can be fake. The money too, but you ain't gonna know that. You don't know them, but you just see it. I mean, just stay focused, man.
Alright, that's it. I guess you got 10 seconds. Shout out anybody you want to go.
Man, I just want to shout out DFW, man. Everybody in the Metroplex that fuck with me, that come to Eardrum Studio, man. I fuck with you if you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, shout out King George TV.
Man, I can appreciate that.
Shout out Eardrum Studio. Shout out Platinum Music Complex. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just fuck with us, man.
If you don't know where the money coming from, where it's going before it get to you, how you know how much is coming, when it's coming, and where it's coming? You have to be involved. You do have to get you a team in place. You can't do it all. And a lot of niggas get fucked in the game because they get greedy and cutthroat. I don't need to pay no nigga to do this. I can do it all myself. Nah, it's niggas in place to do that. That's why they get paid to do it. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So management is important. You look at Floyd Mayweather, he wouldn't be where he was if it wasn't for his management. He don't make them be in the decisions. He got a whole team.
Alright, could state your name for the people, please, sir.
Name is Donovan. Most people know me as D Mason.
Okay, D Mason. What is it that you do?
Simply put, I help artists and small business develop their brands. It could be anything from developing an idea for a product. It could be anything from producing, writing, coming up with a marketing strategy to market a product, a service, or an artist. Or just simply helping people with finance.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing music since I was about 12, 13, maybe. I've been helping people develop brands for about maybe 4 or 5 years now. all in all, with finance for about a year.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this then. I guess in a way, or in the thought of bridging the gap, what are some things that you see that become obstacles for a lot of artists in small business?
Right off the bat, I can say a lot of people's number one obstacle is the fact that they don't really know business. The fact that they are uneducated in finance. A lot of people don't have access to funds. You know, a lot of people are struggling in real life. A lot of people don't know how to create a budget for whatever idea they have, whatever they want to do. A lot of people don't really spend their money wisely. You know, a lot of people are in a situation where they just miseducated on the whole concept of money, really. You know.
So can I ask you this? Why do you think that is?
It's not really taught in public schools the way it should. A lot of people's parents, including, you know, mine at times, they didn't know themselves. Their parents didn't know. You know, it's just a generational thing.
Okay. So let me ask you, because I think this myself, as far as like the new generation, the younger people, I guess millennials as they call, I do see a lot more people trying to get a grip on just knowledge of a lot of things, but I do see a lot of people missing a lot of things too. What do you think, as far as Dallas goes and hip hop? What do you think could be like a major cause of that? What's keeping people from getting to the money? You know?
Right. A lot of things. That's a good question. A lot of things. In Dallas, you know, I can say this, you know, like once again, people are, you know, just kind of uneducated on finance. You know, we don't know how to create a budget. The second thing, we try to do everything ourselves. You know, because of our lack of education on how things are supposed to work, we feel like we can't trust people. You know, we don't know how to put people in a situation when we have an idea to share the idea with them, get the proper paperwork so that we can speak freely without being scared of somebody taking our idea. You know what I'm saying? Without you know, feeling like
getting fleeced.
What was that?
Like you're being fleeced.
Right, like you're being fleeced, or you know, just people, you know, not really having the knowledge of who to look for, the people that they need to get to where they want to go, how to assemble a team, you know, stuff like that.
Let me ask you this then: if you were a hip hop artist just starting out, what would be the first step in assembling a team? What would be the first person you find?
Well, a producer or engineer, of course, because if I'm an artist and I don't produce my own stuff, I'm gonna need the sound, the music, the product. That would be the first step.
Step two?
Step two will be YouTube. YouTube and Google University. Those will be the next people you add to the team, because you need to learn business for yourself before you delegate it to somebody else. You need to be in a situation where people handing you your money and nobody else is taking your money before you.
Yeah, you know, I always tell people, you know, like, you can pay me to manage you or market you, but trust me, I would never, ever, because I cannot market you better than you could market yourself.
Right.
And you could pay me to market it because you don't have the time, but everything, management and all that stuff, really people could learn for themselves, and they would just do better because they would care more.
Right.
You know, but I can dig that. So when you started out, how did you start out?
I started out just kind of treated it as a hobby for many years. You know, I always had a passion for music. You know, I grew up, my mama playing all kind of music. You know, like just years of listening to music. Really, I guess I wanted an MPC. somewhere around like when I was in middle school, and my T Jones, she didn't have the money. T Jones means mother for anybody that don't understand our southern dialect. My T Jones, she didn't have the money, you know what I'm saying, to really pay for a beat machine like that. I didn't have the money, so she found a way that she could pay it in payments. She got me an MPC. I just be in my room for like hours, just trying to figure it out. You know, it took me about a year to really figure out how it worked. You know, started making beats. They was trash for years. Over time, I got into sports. Started growing up. I didn't really make beats like that. I took a break. I got in the band too. So I got more into real, actual instrumentation. You know what I'm saying? The more musical side of music. And I just kind of stopped messing with the beat machine altogether. Like, I want to say like sophomore year, junior year. My partner got a copy of FL Studio. I know everybody know about FL Studio, man. That's
Fruity
like
Loops, the first one?
Fruity Loops is, yeah, that's the standard for production, entering production now for a lot of people, you know, but I messed around with it, played with it for some years, you know, didn't take it serious, you know, just something to do in past time. And around the time I graduated high school, like I decided, like, you know, I didn't want to play sports, I didn't want to do nothing, but I wanted to do music for the rest of my life. You know, it's the one thing I feel like I could wake up in the morning and be happy to go do. And, you know, anything else would be a dread. So when I got to college, I started taking engineering classes. I started messing with FL Studio a lot more. Started watching YouTube videos, got better. Just experimenting, trying to find the sound. After that, started entering in like beat battles. Put up a little website, you know, try to learn about marketing on a basic level. Stopped doing music for a while, got distracted with, you know, just life, and got to California. Is pretty much where my whole perception and whole, you know, my whole idea of goals changed.
I can attest to that.
You know, like, because when I got to California, like, I experienced a different type of people with a different mentality. They all had a hustle. They had a job, but they had a hustle. They had something they was building, something that they understood that they had to own. You know what I'm saying? Something that they understood they had to own.
Let me ask you this, because I lived in Cali too. How did the superficiality of California and especially Los Angeles, how did that affect you?
I saw a lot of different people, you know, people with different mentalities. I did see that because the cost of living was so high, you know, it's a lot more people struggling, a lot of homeless people, more homeless people I had ever seen in my life in LA. When I first got to LA, I was a sucker. I was giving all my money away to everybody.
You know what my homeboy told me? We lived in Chicago together and then we lived in San Diego together. He was like, shit, I'd be a bum out here. At least it fucking feels good year round.
You know?
You know, but... And a lot of that, I think, too, is because people just journey to California to make it, and when they don't want to go home.
And they don't come with a plan, you know, like, I didn't come with a real plan either. You know what I'm saying? I came with a baby and a wife, and like maybe $1,500, you know what I'm saying? I never would have been ready for all the stuff I had to go through, you know what I'm saying? But, just to answer your question, like, in California, you know, I guess the superficialness is what drives people. You know, the fact that cost of living is so high. You know, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I can't afford to be lazy, I ain't gonna never have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know it hit me in the South, like, around like 13, 14. Like, if I wanna have anything nice, I'm gonna have to grind for it. If I wanna, you know what I'm saying, have anything, I'm gonna have to grind for it.
Early out there.
Right, it probably hit them earlier than that because...
I hit them at like 4.
You can come out here with the person's salary, like, I think at McDonald's out there, they get paid like $16 an hour. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one, shit.
With inflation out there, that's pretty much like a minimum wage job because of the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? Somebody making $16 an hour out here in Texas, they can live pretty good. They can have basic level stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I had an apartment in the hood, and that bitch was $1,800 for a 2-bedroom, and it was real small and didn't even have central AC. You know, so I know how that goes, but you know, so let me ask you this then. As far as traveling between California and Dallas, what did that do for you?
Traveling from California to Dallas, what did it do for me?
Yeah.
With the travel, I mean, I didn't come back and forth too much. You know, that first drive though, I never do that again.
No,
that was like 24 hours.
Living in Texas and then living in Cali and then living back in Texas. What exactly did that do for your perception?
Okay. It changed my perception. You know, like it showed me that here at home, you know, even some of us that are fortunate to be like a step above just piss poor broke poverty, we still aren't exposed to a lot of things. You know, like even that level of, you know, lifestyle is not exposed to a lot of things. Like it's even still with the people that grow up in the hood out there, to me, in my opinion, it's a certain level of dreams, you know, that they have.
Real Rolls Royces and shit all the time.
It's a certain level of ambition that they still have, you know, that a lot of us down here don't have. A lot of people out there, they not content, you know. Even if they living good, they aren't content, you know. It's a lot of different ways you can say that. Then you can say, it's a lot of different things you can say about being content, you know. You can say, oh, they just materialistic, you know what I'm saying? But the idea is that it's not about what you really have, to me. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you're trying to build and what you're gonna pass down, you know?
So when you going back? That's the real
The plan is to go back as soon as possible, man. I definitely, within the next 3 years, maybe 4, tops, I wanna go back.
For good or for extended or what?
For probably for good, man. You know, like I do wanna come back home and visit, but I think I want to move there for good.
Say, man, LA make you feel like that, don't it?
Right. It do, man.
You know, LA is like, it's real nice, you know. I don't want to go too far into LA, but yeah, so
Please don't.
Right.
Far as Dallas goes, this city right here,
yeah.
What's some good things you seen coming out of here?
Talent, man. You know, like, there's a lot of talent out here in Dallas, man. I'm talking about all different types of talent that go way beyond just rap and hip hop, man. Like, it's bands out here. You know, it's a lot of actors and actresses out here. It's a lot of comedians out here. It's a lot of, you know, business-minded people out here with all kind of different ideas and services. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I feel like it's just now starting to be brought to light. You know, like. Also, too, you know, the population is growing rapidly. You know, like a lot of people coming from the place we just got through oohing and eyeing about, they trying to come here for a better chance at life, you know. But, you know, it's a lot of freeways being built, you know, so the city is obviously making money, man. You know, that's pretty much the main thing.
Well, I'm gonna end it, you know. I like to end every interview with something I like about you. What I like about you is a lot of times when I'm doing these interviews, we kick it before we do the interview. And I talk to people, and a lot of people don't really understand what's really going on with this, don't understand how marketing and money and teams and product and production and creativity all merge, but you do real well. I think that I know you're gonna do good, because in my opinion right now you're doing better than 99.9% of the game. You know, you got your own shit going together and you got a plan. So I respect that. I'm gonna pass it back to you. You got 10 seconds. Shout out who you want to shout out.
For sure. It's D Mason, man. I'm at the Ari Place out here in Plano, man. A music center dedicated to helping artists and small businesses develop their brands, man. I want to shout out C Strugs, all the other artists in the city.
I gotta get Strugs, man. Everybody shout out C Strugs. Shout out C Strugs. I like that. Man. Last but not least, King George TV.
That's a bit.
King, you gotta shout out King George.
Oh, my fault. King George TV, man.
Shout out Yoga in the Hood.
Shout out Yoga in the Hood. Yoga does the body good.
Yeah, right. Just like that. Okay, go.
Shout out Yoga in the Hood. Yoga does the body good.
Yeah, get in there.
State your name for the camera, please.
Ebony Smith, aka the Ghetto Guru.
The Ghetto Guru. What is it that you do, Miss Ghetto Guru?
So I am a yoga instructor. I'm the founder of Yoga in the Hood, which is a nonprofit organization. We teach yoga and mindfulness techniques to individuals in underserved neighborhoods who wouldn't have accessibility to wellness. So we just try to put wellness out, try to inspire the greatness within you.
Okay, well, as far as urban entrepreneurship, what is it that you do? Give us some knowledge on that.
Oh man, what's it that? Everything it takes to run a business, you have to do until you get enough money to have somebody else do it. So from marketing to getting myself out there to trying to get people to come to my classes and teach wellness and know what it means to be well, to setting up events and making sure that I have the right equipment, you know, media, all those different things, like whatever it takes to get the job done.
Okay, well let me ask you this, are you from Dallas?
Yes, born and raised, Oak Cliff, Texas.
All right, well tell me something about Dallas that you see as a positive market for urban entrepreneurship.
I'm born and raised in Dallas. I've never seen Dallas so bustling, like just new everywhere, like just bringing places back alive. Like Bishop Arts, I grew up in those streets and I walked those streets and nobody was there, and then now it's packed. Just like in Deep Ellum where we are right now, like the streets are bustling, things are going up, new freeways are being built, and so that means there's money here. That means there's money here, and so that means that there's opportunities for entrepreneurs to get out and mingle and connect with other people that can help them to advance in whatever it is that they're doing. It's opportunity here, and I'm super excited about it.
Okay, well, if it was some advice, maybe some positive advice on something you're seeing negative, in the area and just where you're doing business, and especially in urban settings, what would that information be?
Something negative.
That you can improve upon.
That I can improve upon. Oh man. Okay, so real talk. I live on Keystone Polk, Sainer, and Beckley. And so it's a corner store right there. I go in the corner store to buy something. It's a guy, he's standing there counting change. So I was like, yeah, let me get whatever he gets. And so the girl at the counter, a young girl, was like, yeah, okay. So she gives the man like a crack pipe. And so I don't say anything about it until he leaves out of there. I'm like, why are you selling this right here? Like, it's kids over here, it's a park, it's a recreation center. Like, why are you? I'm not gonna buy anything else out the store. I come in this store all the time. I'm not gonna buy anything else out of the store.
So
why are you doing that?
Saying, stop supporting bad business.
You have to support. You cannot continue to support businesses in your community that are bringing more harm than good. You cannot continue, because that's the closest store. So what? It's another one right up the street. Why would you do that? Why would you support somebody who came into our community to poison it? Because they don't live here. They don't live over here.
All right. Well, I guess we'll end it on that note. My battery going dead anyways. Okay. But what I like to do is the last thing on my every interview, I want to tell you something good about you I like.
Okay.
So what I like about you is I follow you on Instagram, and I just think it's cool that somebody from Oak Cliff does yoga like I do yoga. A lot of people think I'm crazy for doing yoga.
Yoga's freaking awesome. Y'all ain't doing yoga, you ain't doing shit.
And I appreciate that you represent who you are and still do the things that you do, and you are doing it big. So now you got 10 seconds to shout out everything you want to shout out.
Oh man, make sure you follow Yoga in the Hood, and that's yoga, the letter NDAHOOD. And you go to yogainthehood.com. I got free classes, so look it up on my website. I want to shout out everybody who support Yoga in the Hood, everybody who likes, share, subscribe. Come on, get on the mat. I see
Last but not least, King George TV.
King George TV, shout out.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fix it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna come mix it in and get it right, because we're gonna all get together. You know what I'm saying? And combine. You know what I'm saying? The dirty DA&R, man. Yeah. Let's get it right.
10 seconds, shout out.
Let's get it right, man.
King George TV.
Hey, we heard King George. You know what I'm talking about? We heard King George Fields, man. King George TV, man. Hey, man.
What's going on, man? If you would, state your name for the camera, please, sir.
What's up? It's Jack Hayden Music. Here at the studio with Halo, making some shit.
You alright, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Alright. Tell me what it is that you do.
Mainly just make some music with my friends, kind of chill on it, do some shit that feels good, sounds good, just kind of have fun with it.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm only 19.
19 years old. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, about 2 years now, 2.5. Only 19.
So tell me, what are some of the things you've done here in the music industry in Dallas, and some of the things you know about going on?
Really, there's just a lot of local shows, a lot of people really trying to do this shit. There's a lot of studios and people making music. There's just kind of like a lot of stuff going on in the entertainment industry, like kind of underground right now, and I feel like a lot of people are trying to like come up and like network and do as much as they can to try to work together and build some shit up. Everybody's just trying to make it happen.
Okay, well, who's some people you working with?
I got my homies with me, just kind of like people that I grew up with and stuff like that.
Out to them.
Yeah, my homie Halo right there. Jordan. Doing videos and shit like that. I don't know, I feel like a lot of my friends kind of like either make videos or edit pictures or do some sort of photography or something that kind of benefits at least towards like the mindset of just making music, really grinding and getting out there and doing what you love and stuff like that.
Okay. As far as music, what sets your music apart?
I feel like it's definitely something that's different than like what a lot of people are doing. Like when you hear my music, you hear the beginning of the beat and you're like, okay, like I know what this is about to be, and then like I start getting on the beat and it's like, oh shit, like this is not what I would have expected or what I would have done with this shit. Like it kind of like throws you off at first, and then you kind of get caught in it and you're like, yeah, this is dope, like I can kind of fuck with this.
So do you play instruments?
Yeah, I play like just about every instrument, mainly guitar. I played guitar for like 13 years, but I play bass and drums and piano and just kind of like a lot of things.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. As far as with hip hop and playing an instrument, how do you think that helps you set yourself apart and excel at what you do?
I think first of all, you can definitely incorporate a lot more sounds, but I feel like the way that you hear music when you're playing an instrument can be a lot different than like you just hearing a beat that other people played the instruments or made the music for you, and then you kind of getting on there and just kind of like trying to find the rhythm when you can't really like feel it and break it down on piano. And you can like, from that point, you can do shit with bands and be able to like walk up and be like, yo, play these notes, play these scales,
so basically,
or whatever.
You don't have to sound the same. You can sound however you want to sound because you understand music better.
Yeah, it's kind of like a book and you're reading it, and you can just like read it really clearly to the people who can't really read as well.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me how you get into rap or hip hop. I like what you do. How'd you get into it?
In about 8th grade, I honestly, my two least favorite genres of music were rap and country music. I just like, I wasn't down with it. Like I wasn't vibing to it. I just I didn't feel it. And one of my friends, we were sitting there playing video games all the damn time, not doing anything. And he started playing a whole bunch of Mac Miller when he started releasing like his kids mixtape and stuff like that. He's like, dude, you gotta check this guy out. Like I know you don't like rap and all that. And he starts playing it all the time. At first, I didn't really like it. And he just started playing it so much, and it just like, it got stuck in my head, and there were a few things, like some lines that he said that I thought were pretty dope. And at the time I was like skateboarding and stuff like that. I do like downhill skateboarding, just like for fun and stuff like that. And one of my friends had made a video to one of his songs that I hadn't heard, and I was like, yo, this beat is tight, like yo, this is some dope ass shit. And I started listening to it on my own, and the next thing I knew, I was like, you know what, like I want to make a cover of one of these tracks, like I just want to see if I can rap. And I did that with like I had like a little shirt mic for like doing like interviews and shit like that, because my dad does film. And so I tried that, and then from that point I was like, man, fuck this, like I'm just gonna write it, like I'm gonna write my own shit to this beat. Like I can't even rap what he's saying, I'm running out of breath, like I can't get it. And so I just started writing music and making my own shit from there.
All right, well as far as your music, what kind of progression are you trying to make? I like your music, I like the way it sounds. I can hear how that guitar helps you lead with your track, and that's a good thing. But where do you want to progress it to? Is there a goal for you, or you just want to just keep making good music however it comes?
I mean, I definitely have some small goals. Like I want to be out in LA, and I kind of want to be like more in tune and kind of like in depth in the scene and kind of have a lot more people watching me. But I think for as far as like exactly what I want to do, it's mainly just like I want to be doing stuff with entertainment and the whole industry involved with that, and that's just kind of how I want to make music, or like make my money in my career and stuff like that.
Okay, well that's a good thing. As far as how you want to make your money in your career, you know, you say you want to do entertainment. Do you have a game plan, or you just like playing it by ear?
I mean, for the most part I'm playing it by ear, but I'm definitely, me and my friends are starting to get a studio running and stuff like that. We're trying to start getting more beats out and like start selling them and just pushing different markets and stuff like that in the industry, and offering like services and things that we can do to kind of help other people out as they help us.
What kind of services y'all offer?
We're trying to start like getting people in our studio to record, start selling beats.
Okay.
And I'm not too sure from there.
Videos?
Yeah, doing videos.
Videos do everything, right?
Yeah, as much as we can get our hands on, really.
Alright.
Anybody needs a ghostwriter, hit us up.
Yeah, ghostwriting. Writing for people, that is something that I do want to do. Start writing for people and like kind of writing hit songs and having somebody who's like dope as fuck for the track and hop on it and make it some radio shit.
So, alright, well, as far as artists, who are some guys you work with? Who are some guys you want to work with? Who are some Dallas guys you worked with? Who are some Dallas guys you want to work with?
There's I think people in Dallas that I've worked with. I got a lot of friends. They're kind of small, but like my homie E-List. I got a homie that I produce with named McCraw. He does some beats and stuff like that on YouTube. A lot of people in Dallas actually use his beats. Who else? I got a homie Rizzo Glaze who be making beats or making tracks, not beats. I got a friend Kushpack Chris who raps and stuff like that. I did a couple music videos for him. Who else? I don't know. There's a lot of people in Dallas that I'm probably forgetting about. And be like, bro, why didn't you talk about it on that video? But
all right. What about see, you know Nino?
Nino, I don't know.
Oak Cliff, that's my hood.
Yeah.
You ever heard that?
I probably have. I don't know it off the top of my head.
We're gonna play it that is really we're gonna play it when we get out here though.
For sure.
But yeah, man. Any more artists?
Jack Hayden Music.
Jack Hayden. No, I'm saying you want to work with. We trying to, what this whole thing is about is like building music and business and bridging the gap because
trying to work with
togetherness in Dallas hip hop is keeping a lot of people from doing a lot of things. So I'm just trying to promote the togetherness. So what about like Mo3? Any of them dudes you work with them guys?
That would be dope. I've heard a lot of his shit. I remember the first time I heard him, actually, I was at like some gas station getting Rillos, and there were these guys across the street at Jack in the Box, just got off work smoking a blunt, and they're like bumping that shit, and I walked over there, I was like, yo, what is this? Like, who are you listening to right now? This is some dope ass shit. And they like put me onto that, and I was like, yo, this is fucking, shit's lit.
Q Ross.
Yeah.
Look out for Q Ross. It's another rapper. I'll be down south a lot, so I know a lot of rappers in that area. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty dope. I like to end all my interviews with something I like about you. Main thing I like about you is I like that you're young, and as soon as I see you were not prepared for an interview, but you like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And you went out there and you did an interview, but you had so much more to give, and then you're like, yeah, I got more to give, come get it.
Yeah.
And you look good, your music sounds good, I like your music quality, that's a good thing. So keep doing what you're doing. Now, you got 10 seconds. Shout out everybody you want to shout out.
Shout out all the homies that fucking help put this shit together and kind of keep me going throughout the day. Shout out to myself for always grinding and trying to make this shit happen. And really just shout out to like good music.
Last but not least, you done this before. King George TV.
Damn, I was gonna do that when I was shouting people out, but I forgot it. All right, King George TV, we out.
Yeah, so we just need to unite with each other and stop hating on each other. All this click stuff, all this negativity, man, we can put it on the mic instead of put it on the street. And all the positivity, we can put that on the streets and on the mic, man. But if we all unite, everybody can make money. I don't want the fame, I want the cash, you hear me?
All right. If you could state your name for the camera, please, sir.
Yeah, Dex Lucas.
Dex Lucas. Where you from? What is it that you do?
I'm Dex Lucas from Dallas, Texas, and I professionalize in shipping this audio dope.
Audio dope. Tell me more about audio dope. What's audio dope?
Yeah, audio dope is, like for instance, the 80s, a certain product came through and people couldn't get enough of it. And that's me. In 2017, I'm trying to push this audio dope. Make sure you get in your ear and you can't get enough of it to where you asking me what's my next shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? Good music.
Well, how much shit you got coming out so far? What you got coming out? What can we look
got
for?
This project coming out. We actually haven't had a title for it yet, but I got a lot of audio. I got a real good shipment coming in with this project. It'll be coming out pretty soon at the end of August.
Okay.
So, but we haven't titled it yet. I'm not exactly sure.
What's the timeline looking like on that?
The end of August.
End of August. All right, cool. Well, tell me some things about Dallas hip hop that you see that is a positive thing, something that you want to add to it.
Well, it's a huge market. Like, it's a market that's waiting to be taken over. And, like, everybody trying to do it, but, everybody trying to do the same thing as well. And so I feel like the most positive aspect you can get out of it when somebody come through and do something different, can't lose.
Okay, so what do you plan on bringing to the market?
Difference, good music, substance, element, something you can listen to on a daily basis. I want you to listen to this while you riding home from the club, while you going to work, on your way to school, wherever. I just want feel good music at all times. Because, you know, music has a certain kind of fad, but I don't want my music to be a fad, but I want it to be on down the line. Whether it's a project, whether it's an album or a mixtape, I want my mixtape to have the same feeling as the album.
Okay. So tell me, who are some people you listening to right now? Give us some local guys, if you got some local guys first, and then let us know some of the big dudes that's in your deck, you know.
Well, me, I listen to everything. I listen to a lot. Like, from everything to your Freddie B, I listen to, I mean, it goes on down the line. I listen to Currency, I listen to Erykah Badu, Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino is nice on the low. The cats don't know it. The Childish Gambino is nice on the low.
That's some of the most creative shit I've heard in a long. Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But that's some of the most creative shit I've heard in a long time. It takes a lot of nuts to be different. You know what I'm saying?
It take belief in yourself, and I like it. Because I ain't gonna lie, at first I ain't like Childish Gambino. Then I started watching him, I was like, okay, he's smart. He not just, you know.
For instance, like that's what you call audio dope. You know what I'm saying? Something you might not even like it at first. You know it ain't what you used to.
Give us a sample. Give us a sample of some audio dope.
Of my audio dope?
Yeah, give it to us.
What you want me to play it? Or you just want me to go off the head?
Spit.
Now I done came a long way from daily home invasions. A daily dose of dope was just my way of paid persuasion. Stay out of trouble, but the trouble where the money at. I bet that mental change when trouble bringing money back. Whoever stated that they want to jack. Whoever said they want to stay in the trap and sell crack. They say you never say never, but I said it plenty. Whoever thought that when you see me it's a scale with me. Now I ain't proud of my decisions, need another way. That's why I'm in this booth almost every other day. You gotta practice how you play. I already got the drive, I'm just working on my J. Bitch.
Okay. Well, I think I won't let it end on that note, but how I like to end with giving you something good about you from me. Me, I'm gonna tell you like this. I like you. When I met you, I knew you understood about real weed. A lot of people say they talk about weed, but they don't really at least understand. You know what I'm saying? I worked with you. I watched you. Now I see you going to another level with it, and I like that. And I wish you nothing but the best. You know. Hopefully next time I show up, you can roll a big fat blunt like you be rolling.
Usually, you know, we're gonna have about an arm size J or something. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. But,
all right, give me some shout outs. You got shout outs? 10
shout
seconds.
out to my brother D Mason. You know what I'm saying? That's my producer. That's who makes the magic happen. You know, to us, we have a great vibe. Shout out to all my supporters, everybody who ever believed in me. And shout out whoever trying to hustle, man. Who out here trying to provide for their people. Let's just get it.
I got one more for you. King George TV. Shout out King George TV.
Shout out King George TV, man, for making this magical moment happen right here, man.
Lean on you, how your life slanted. Sneak niggas dish like a sucker punch. Uppercut to your lip, nigga, pucker up. Weak ass niggas ain't tough enough. Sweet ass niggas, they buttercup. These niggas out to a golden eagle. They open up their mouth so we can hold Peter. Football ass niggas, they dick receivers. Puss ass niggas call them Big Frida. Loose ends, nigga slow down. I smell pussy through your whole count. Dracula nigga, yeah, them hoes bound. Time to step in the square, them hoes move around. Maybe it's me, bro, it's my fault. Cajun with the season, they shake salt. Haters be the reason we bake marks. Ravens see the Eagles and can't talk.
One and go. You could please state your name for the camera, sir.
They call me Beezy, Beezy, Brandon Jones, either one, you know.
Alright, well, what is it that you do, Beezy?
I produce, I engineer, I give you whatever you need, you know. I'm in this rap services.
Rap service. Tell me more about a rap service.
When I say rap services, I mean we do it all, man. As you see, King George TV out there. We got video, man. We can get you. We have the ears. We have the artists.
All right, let me stop you. Let me take you a step back. All right. So tell me what it is that you do, Busy B. Tell me some history about you. Tell me about your rap pedigree.
Man, I've been in this Dallas game, man, since about 1996, 95, man. I've worked with a whole bunch of people, a slew of people, man. I like to say that if you're a major artist in Texas, I probably opened up for them, you know. This is just what I love. This is what I do. I produce, engineer, anything you need. And I'm a beast on that mic, y'all.
Where you at with it now? What step are you in right now? What's going on with it?
The step that I'm in right now is trying to do my own thing, you know. So we're getting away from asking. It's no handouts, you know. We want to work on our own. We want to monopolize, if you know what I'm saying. Y'all play Monopoly out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're not friends when we play Monopoly. It's all business, you know. So that's what we're trying to do.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me some more of your goals and some direction you see yourself going with music and in music. And far as first off, as a artist and not just a rapper or producer, but as an artist as a whole, making an art. And then secondly, tell us about, I guess, more of the entrepreneurial side.
Okay. First, I want to, when my career is said and done, I want to be able to go back on it and know that I didn't miss on anything that I've done. I want to know that I put a full effort into every project, whether it's just engineering or whether it's producing on the project or whether it's just background drops or whatever, whether it's me rapping a 16. I want to feel like I put my all into everything, you know. So that's from artist / producer standpoint of it. When it comes to the business entrepreneurial side, I want to make sure that every family that's connected to my family has a place and a standing, and that we're one generation better than we were when we started. So what that means is not only acquiring the wealth, but that means spreading the wealth where it's necessary in order to make yourself
outward and downward.
Yeah. I mean, in order to make
outward and downward.
Outward and downward, but in order to keep your business as a whole running. So it's a lot of problem with everybody. You know, people get greedy. When you get greedy, you tend to shrink your business, because the people that were there with you when y'all all were starving, they're not there with you anymore because they see that you're getting greedy. So that's what I look at it as.
Okay. So far as greed in the game, tell me some experiences you had where you learned from that, and also, you know, tell me some places you see that you may need to grow.
I mean, it's growth for everybody. It's all you grow until the day that you die. So I mean, growth. I feel like growth is always an essential part of life. So right on there, that's that question. I've seen it happen. You know, and I'll tell you, man, when the Southwest dropped down years ago, man, I seen a lot of people losing a lot of money, man. I seen the game get real shady in my city, which is Dallas, Texas, y'all. And I know that probably happened in a lot of southern cities, you know. So I see where greed can take places, man. I see where greed can take people.
So can I ask you? You was rapping back. I interviewed a guy yesterday, S.A. Johnny, and he told me about Greg Street and this Greg Street sound. So were you doing any rapping when Greg Street, or it's so said that Greg Street took a sound?
I was rapping when Greg. I mean, you know, I grew up listening to Greg
Street.
Yeah, so I mean, Greg Street has always been, you know, a staple. But to be honest with you, and I'm gonna be real honest with you, they made a thing called pay for play in Dallas, man. I don't know if they did it anywhere else, man, but they made a pay for play thing in Dallas, man, and it hindered us for years. To this day, it hinders us where a lot of our great artists don't get a chance to make it out of Dallas because of that pay to play rule that a lot of the DJs still live by. I'm not saying every one of them, but a lot of the DJs still live by here. So Yeah, I remember that. I remember that well.
All right, well let me take it to some more things, some hip hop stuff, more hip hop deep. Lately I've been listening to some Eric B and Rakim, right? You know, I'm a trap dude. I like trap music, but I've been expanding my horizons. What do you think about the loss of the DJ? Because I'm looking at some of this old school stuff out here, and I'm like, even Wu-Tang, it'd be mixed, it'd be chopped, it'd be ready to party, ready to dance. It's the DJ.
Really, to be honest with you, it's just evolution, which was once one art split into two. So you have producers now that make the music, and not necessarily play the music to get other sounds and hear other things. And then you have this other side where it's DJs who play the music, but in essence they make the music because all they're doing is cutting and chopping. I mean, you know, scratching. They're making new music out of nothing. So when those two split, it became, you know,
one ear and another.
It's one ear and another on both sides.
And so that loses the music.
It loses the, you know, you lose it, but you still have a lot of hitters out there. They're older, but you still have a lot of hitters out there to do both. I mean, your IE, your Dre's, your Manny's, you know.
Hey, you heard that Meek Mill?
Yeah, I heard the Meek.
Say, man, that Meek Mill, that Meek Mills.
Yeah, I'm right.
That Meek Mills.
I like Meek, man.
I'm proud. I'm glad he came back with that.
You know, if people, you know, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rap just used to be about who was the baddest man, baddest motherfucker rapping. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a lot of caricatures out here, and that's what I don't like. Like, okay, I understand Love and Hip Hop is a TV show, but a lot of these antics that you see a lot of people do, I mean, TMZ shares life on things. It might have always been happening, but a lot of these antics, man, are just bullshit. And I don't like seeing some of it. So you hear good music and you're ready for an artist. You're like, yeah, I hear this shit, and then you get the visual that fucks you up.
All right, let me ask you something else I've been seeing. You know, because you just segued into it. You know, there's this theory in marketing that's not a real marketing theory. It's just a theory that any publicity is good publicity. How you feel about that?
That rang true. And the infancy of rap, but we're not infants anymore. If anything, we're at least teenagers. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it takes away. Like shit. Like I was just saying, good music, man. Meek has some of the best music of 2017 that I've heard. I found myself on plenty of times jamming to Meek. But the visual that I get is not something that makes me want to listen to him more, you know, when I should want to listen to him off of his music. So all visuals and all business ain't good business anymore.
So let me ask you this: how do you see that correlating with the Dallas hip hop scene? And
oh man, it's, you know, everything is, i.e. a couple years ago, do it for the Vine, do it for Instagram, do it for Snapchat, and a lot of these dudes are just playing, man. I mean, and you playing a game that's for real. You know, you mixing real street in with people that's just trying to rap. And a lot of these dudes getting took out because of that, man. A lot of these dudes catching themselves in bad situations because of that, man. So I just try to tend to stay on the music side of the hip, you know. You know, I'm a little bit old, a little bit wild.
I can totally dig it, you know, but I see a lot of these Dallas rappers, man. I like them all because, you know, I like all music, but I like the youth. I like to see young men grow. So I see it and I like it, but at the same time I see a lot of them doing what I would call just selling anything for likes, which is cool. I see some good creative shit,
but it's fucking up your integrity. I mean, look, man, we all gotta stand for something, man. If you don't stand for something, man, you'll fall for anything, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes are falling for anything, man. You know, it's just like dudes who swear they straight, but they get on TV and be in dresses, or they're not even on TV. I can understand TV because hell, you at least making some money.
Yeah.
These niggas is like doing this shit for free. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really understand it. It's like I don't see none of I can't see none. You not my partner if you gonna get in the dress. It's not funny. You feel what I'm saying? You putting on makeup and acting like your mama in 1990. It's not funny, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, They doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not for what they want. It's for, you know. I'm not liking that, man.
All right. Well, let me ask you this now. We're gonna go to the flip side. Far as positive things you seeing in Dallas and around, some positive hip hop and some positive music and just some good things. Give us an earful of the goodness.
All right, man. It's a lot of good out here, man. I mean, you know, like I said, but the thing that's happening is you have a platform to spread your music on now. You know, it's not falling on deaf ears. You don't have to give earrings to certain people to get your music out here. Now you can just get your music out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's on your hustle. Now it's how hard do you hustle, but you gotta understand it's kind of like the NFL. It's kind of like the NBA. It's gonna be this many people that get in. You know, you gotta know how to play your position. You gotta know your role. You gotta know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different position at different times. Your position at 20 might not be your position at 30. Your position at 30 might not be your position at 40. You know what I'm saying? And that can work on the good or the bad. You know?